Welcome back. So, in our previous modules, we have seen how to actually set up our analysis. That's our research topic, chapter 1 and chapter 3. And we have also seen how to create questionnaires, and we have also seen how to input our data. So, now let's see how to run our analysis on Afrodocs. And to run your analysis on Afrodocs is just a one step process. And all you need to do is to simply have all your data in place before you run your analysis. So using the tokens in which you've had on signing up to Afrodocs, you can use them to actually practice how to run analysis on Afrodocs. And you can send me your results. And if you have any question, you can ask. So now to run your analysis, all you simply need to do is to click here to run analysis. But let me load this demo data here. I'm just going to click here on this button to load demo data. So this is just like a sample data which we want to use to practice analysis. And you can also use this demo data when you are practicing on your own, right? You can use the demo data, analyze, and send to me. Or you can actually export this data. You can export this data. Let me rather export it as a CSV file. You can also take it, let me say, to an app like ChatGPT, Cloud, or any other app, and you can try to walk around with demo data from there, like ask it to provide you demo data for so and so topic, and it's going to provide you data where you're going to use to practice how to analyze, right? So if you go with that data up to ChatGPT, you're going to be able to get like data that will actually match what you want to do. So use it for practice purposes. So now that we have the data already, I'm just going to simply come here and click here to run statistical analysis. So when you click this button, it's going to take a short while, and it's going to run the analysis in which were suggested to us in step one. So right now you can see you have your analysis here. You have your demographics. That's table 4.1. You have the demographic profile of respondents. It has been analyzed. You also have let's come down here. You also have analysis by variables. You have the Likert scale responses. You have the perceived usefulness. You have the variables here. You have the percentages and you have the counts. So you have all of that here. You also have the responses for the other variables. You will see all of them like that. Let me just come down. And for this other table, you have your reliability test. You have it there, and we are going to see the interpretations later on as we run our chapter 4. Then also we have this table here for the descriptive statistics. You have a table here for the correlation. You have a table there for the regression. So this analysis would be the same no matter the software in which you use. No matter the software in which you use. So differences in values might just come back from procedural uh, changes, right? But the significance will be the same. Also, most of these values are going to be the same when you run your analysis. So when you come here, you can see down here, you can go ahead and write your chapter 4 and 5. Or if you have a specific test in which you want to run, you can always come here to this custom analysis section and you run that specific analysis. So to do that, you can click here on custom analysis. Just double click on that, whether on your phone or on your PC. Like I said, when you're using your phone, the view will be different, but every other thing would be the same. So let me say maybe if I wanted to like maybe do a chi-square test or whatsoever, let me just quickly run this just for practice purposes. I'll just select that. So these are the variables here. And I just take come down here and I take continue. So you can always select your variables as you want. And you select the type of analysis in which you want to run. So for now, let me just run this multiple correspondence analysis. So when you click there, you will click this button here to add test. When you add your tests, you simply go ahead now and run your analysis. So after running your analysis, you can simply go here. Let me just scroll down to where we have the custom analysis. So it actually adds to the file. So you need to do a little bit of scrolling. So you can come here and you can actually see your multiple correspondence analysis where you can actually use on your appendices of your work. That is it. And now we can go ahead now and export this file as a Word document. So let me just come here and click on export. And there we have the file as a Word document. Let me just open that up. So here we have our analysis. You have the tables here. You can always go ahead and adjust these tables, right? Because the tables might look either too big or too small. You can always adjust them as you need. So that is it for the analysis. So I'm going to end the video here, and in our next module we are going to see how to generate the chapter 4 and 5.